Hello and welcome. In today's exciting episode, I'll be doing a fabric haul and pattern haul. The fabrics are ones I bought in the past 6 months and some patterns I bought recently. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket. So my shelf full of fabrics that I haven't done fabric hauls on yet is in colour coordinated orders. So yeah, it's the reds, the pinks and some magenta. And this month I'm going to make a little black dress because it's another Chanel month, and Coco Chanel famously brought the little black dress into the mainstream. But yeah, the camera's not really picking up the black, so I got out some fabrics and I thought, I'll do a fabric haul and try and find another fabric to do as well. So I'll make two, so you'll actually be able to see each step of the putting the dress together. So yeah, anyway, these are the fabrics. So first up we have it's a pink and white print and it's sort of a rope design. So I thought this vintage dress from the 50s might be really nice for this one. So yeah, maybe not for the little black dress episode this month, but just eventually I think it'd be really cute to make that one up that way. Next I have two sort of pastel pink fabrics. They're just plain. It's a little hard to tell the difference. One's a musk and the other one's more of a candy colour. And again, I bought enough fabric for these ones to do the dresses with the fuller skirts. So I've got the Audrey Hepburn one and also this one here, which is a sort of button, and it's a wraparound one. It's not the usual wraparound, which I don't like. It's something a little different, and I think that's quite cute. Next up, we have a floral fabric. It's just a ditzy sort of one. It sort of looks very red and white on here, but it's actually a couple of different pinks and dark red. Anyway, I bought one piece originally, and I was going to make this blouse or shirt with big puffy sleeves, which eat up a lot of fabric, but it's so cute. And then a month or two later there was another bigger piece on sale. It was like the last bit, so now I can make a dress out of it. So I'm thinking this one on the left, it's the longer one, or maybe this red one here, but make it much longer. So yeah, I think I might make a dress out of it. I'm not sure. It's very summery. I do like the silhouette of this dress, the way there's a sort of cape at the top and then a circle skirt at the bottom. It's a very vintage silhouette. But I don't know, Time magazine, back in the Great Depression, Time magazine did this feature on this flower company used to just have plain cotton sacks, but they heard that people were making dresses out of their cotton sacks after they'd use up the flour. So they started printing these tiny floral designs on them. And so small flower, like tiny flower prints always remind me of that. So I was thinking maybe this dress from 1939 would look better with a small. I might sort of lengthen the skirt a little bit, but the problem with this one is that you're supposed to use like a crepe or a synthetic silk. So yeah, I don't know. I was originally going to make this dress using black cotton, and just because I prefer to wear cotton rather than anything synthetic. But yeah, it's a pattern from 1939. So yeah, the correct thing to do would be use a synthetic. I don't know, I prefer wearing natural fabrics. Anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely going to make a dress out of that fabric, that little ditzy fabric. So the next fabric is these magenta and the two red plain cottons. And yeah, I kind of got these colours to match my Chanel tweed in sort of magenta, and it's sort of got all the olive green, dark green, magenta, red, sort of really dark red in there. It's just got the most gorgeous colours in there, and I thought, I want to make a bunch of different vintage dresses to wear so that I can basically just wear this jacket. so many times in so many different ways, because at the moment, yeah, I kind of just wear all my Chanel style jackets with jeans and a t-shirt, but I know if I made these beautiful big dresses, I would definitely wear it with them. I do have other patterns, and yeah, I definitely want to sort of make my way through all of them. But they've all sort of got really big, full, gorgeous skirts. And yeah, I particularly love the skirt of this dress. It's sort of got a yoke and then a really full skirt, which is the same. V&A have a Dior New Look set, and that's exactly how that skirt is made in the Dior New Look, like the actual vintage original that everything else is inspired by. So I'd really like to make up one of those, just because I really want to know how to construct one. And then there's this pattern here. It's another vintage one from 47. So actually, the people who went and saw Dior New Look collection would have been wearing these exact dresses here. So yeah, I'd also love to make one like this. And these are just some more modern ones, because I think I should make some, you know, that don't look like I'm a time traveler. But I mean, I would love to wear vintage all the time, but yeah, I don't know. I just bought some contemporary patterns as well, just because, you know, they are nice. I particularly like that navy dress. I think that's a really nice version. Not so much the long sleeve one for that particular dress. But yeah, it's really nice. I like the back of it as well. And then this one, that wine coloured one, is my favourite. I think the other one, I don't like an uneven hem, like where the front is high and the back is low. Not the most flattering. It's also a little dangerous when you're walking downstairs. And yeah, I find myself just looking at the hem, and yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, I like the other one. I would probably make it a little bit longer and maybe lengthen the sleeves a little. I don't know. But it sort of has the neckline is the same as this one here without the collar. Yeah, they sort of have that same sort of scrunched up hemline. But yeah, the maroon one is made for cotton fabrics, whereas the one from 1939 is made for synthetic chiffon, so a light sort of synthetic fabric. So yeah, I mean, I did go online and buy some synthetic fabric after I'd gotten out the pattern, and yeah, oh, this is real silk. It's but I don't really like making dresses out of silk. I prefer my dresses made out of cotton, so I can just wash them instead of always having to take them to be cleaned. So yeah, I have 6 or 7 tweeds that are very magenta-ish, and this was a really reasonably priced silk, and yeah, so I just bought it to do linings on jackets. Now these are cotton fabrics, and yeah, I kind of really want to do a patchwork skirt or dress. So these are just small pieces of they just look so vintage to me. They're sort of modernish bits of printed cotton. And yeah, I just love them. There's ranunculus, Gerber daisies, and then these are lotus flowers, but they look kind of like water lilies, I guess. I like the pink and the red. And these, I think this is supposed to be geraniums, judging by the type of leaf that they've put with it. But yeah, they just look like little sort of indoor plants. And then this one is sort of Asian motifs-ish. And there's, you can't really see, but there's a little bit of gold metallic in there as well. And then this one doesn't really go with any of these ones, but I think once I've made dresses out of the some of the reds, the apricots, and the aquas that I have, then I'll yeah, use all the scraps to make some patchwork skirts and shirts and dresses. I don't really like these 3 on the left are sort of big blocks of, like, they just sort of use the scrap as one big block. I prefer this one on the right where they cut everything up and just use tiny scraps of each piece. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm going to do once I've used most of the fabric to just make dresses. I'll use the scraps to do that sort of thing. Yeah, I think we've got two more prints left. What I love about these plain fabrics is, yeah, for the last 5 years or so, Valentino have been really into color blocking. And yeah, I think that's why I've been buying so many plain fabrics because, yeah, I just think they're going to look absolutely gorgeous once I've made all these skirts and shirts and dresses in plains. They're just going to look so good all together. Anyway, two more prints to go. It's Ladybug. And over on Instagram, my Perfect Jacket account has a ladybug jacket as like the little picture. And yeah, I just love this fabric and I bought it and I've just been meaning to make a dress. When I hit 100,000, I was going to do I just bought it because I was going to make a dress or something just to celebrate, but I haven't quite got around to it yet. So I've got the fabric. I just have to decide what pattern to use. I do like this one, but I don't like those strap things at the back. So yeah, I don't. It's also a little bit short. I do, however, love the collar line of this one with the bow and the off the neck collar. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'd probably make the dress a little bit longer. But yeah, I just think it's so cute and it's, that playfulness. I think it'll look really cute. And yeah, beautiful silhouette, nice and simple. And I think it would look just adorable. There's also the dress. I bought this pattern originally for the Gucci Chanel-ish coat. But yeah, it's got a dress. The thing is, it only uses about 1.5 yards of the fabric for the dress, but it also uses 1.5 yards or 1.3 or something for the lining. So yeah, I guess you don't have to use silk for the lining. I guess you could use like another cotton. I don't know. Anyway, I also have this design. I think it would look adorable in this one. And but yeah, I did buy a decent amount of this fabric, so maybe one of the fuller skirts. I'm not sure. Still haven't decided. And then the last fabric is this one here. Originally, it's just like all these different roses and I absolutely love it. And originally I just bought 2 yards of it because I was going to make this Dolce & Gabbana coat. And yeah, originally I thought it had like printed cotton as the base, but then I saw this skirt made of the same fabric and I was like, oh, that's not cotton. It's actually, and there's also a dress made of the same thing too. It's a gold jacquard and yeah, once I realized that I was like, oh, of course, because Dolce & Gabbana do loads of different, so these are gold jacquard, well, metallic jacquards, and yeah, DG use them all the time to make loads of things. And then see on this skirt here, there's the metallic jacquard underneath and then they've sewn quilted other stuff over the top. Well, it's the same principle with the with this fabric here. It's a gold metallic jacquard and then they've used a long arm to quilt over these sort of flower fabrics. And then with the jacket, once the initial floral quilting overlay is done, they've also gone and stitched on other three-dimensional flowers. So yeah, I'm not going to make my jacket that way. I'm just sort of, yeah, anyway, long story short, this fabric was no longer suitable. So then I was like, oh, well, okay, maybe I'll make a shirt out of it because there's enough, 2 yards is enough to make this shirt with the puffy sleeves. So I was going to do that. But then a couple of months after I'd bought the 2 meters at the regular price, it went on clearance and there was only like 10 yards left or 12 yards left, I think it was. So I ended up buying it all at a really reduced rate. So now I've got like 13 or 14 yards of it. So I can make a cut like 3 big dresses that have big skirts. So yeah, it was cheaper than any of those fabrics. So yeah, I think I might make wearable mock-ups or toiles out of this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric, which is very cool. So I get to wear it in loads of different styles. And yeah, that's all the fabrics in this fabric haul. But yeah, I still have to decide what little black dress I'm going to make. So, and whether or not I'm going to use cotton. And I do have some beige crepe with a blue flower coming, and also a black one. So I might do that. But I might do another dress that can use cotton. But yeah, I don't know. These three sort of seem a bit too modern. For Chanel was still around then, but she was a bit of a traditionalist by then. So I think these stars would just look better in colourful prints. These three, they're too much like the Dior New Look from 1947, and Chanel absolutely hated that. So yeah, I don't think I'll make a little black dress out of them. This one is absolutely perfect, but it's a little bit too chic. I want something that's more me. I'm very casual, so yeah. This one I absolutely love. It does have a 1920s, 1930s style silhouette, you know, in its sort of style. So I think that would be a good option. Oh, this maroon one on the end, on the right side on the end. Yes, I think that could make a really good little black dress. This apricot-y beige one. No, I don't like those two stripes or bars across the back. The dress from the Gucci one, that's a good one. But yeah, you need just as much lining as you do for the outer fabric. So I don't know, I guess I could just make a reversible dress and basically just use two outer fabrics. That would be a good one. Then there's this one. It's another sort of package pattern where you get lots of different things in one. But the sleeves on this, they're not sleeves. They sort of go, those sleeves that go up to is it raglan? They go right up to the neckline. I don't really like that, so maybe not for my little black dress, but I will put the Gucci one up for consideration. And then, oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. This is a 1950s, but yeah, it seems much earlier than that because it's got such a modest silhouette, like there's something very 1930s about how slimline the skirt is, but it's still quite modest. So yeah, it seems sort of more 1930s than 1950s to me, and it would look absolutely gorgeous in that rose fabric. So yeah, because I'm going to make a little black dress that's black, but also make a colourful print one so that you can sort of see that, yeah. So these two here, see what I'm doing? These two here have side seams, and I like that because, yeah, if you have a bony back, then centre back seams are just, also, yeah, I just don't like them that much. But yeah, I think all of these are in contention. I like all of them, and I'm definitely going to make all of them up at some point. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below which one you want to see, because I'm going to get around to all of them eventually. But I'm just sort of still haven't quite decided what little black dress I'm going to make. And there's only a few weeks left of the month, so I better decide quick. And yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you got inspired to haul out some of your fabric stash and have a look through them and, yeah, make something from them. I am in the middle of making a jacket at the moment, and once I've done that, I will be making a dress, which is a little bit nerve-wracking actually, because yeah, I haven't made a dress in, gosh, I can't even remember the last time I made a dress. So yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, thanks again for watching.